Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily EV and green energy news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Monday, October 26th. Tesla has released its latest vehicle safety report, which looks into different accident rates per mile of its vehicles on and off Autopilot. They write, quote, "In the third quarter, we registered one accident for every 4.59 million miles driven in which drivers had Autopilot engaged. For those driving without Autopilot but with our active safety features, we registered one accident for every 2.42 million miles driven. For those driving without Autopilot and without our safety features, we registered one accident for every 1.79 miles driven." By comparison, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's most recent data shows that in the United States there is an automobile crash every 479,000 miles. Now, it should be noted that the comparison isn't exactly ideal, since Autopilot is currently and primarily used on highways where it's easier to accumulate a lot of mileage without accidents, and non-Autopilot mileage is coming from city driving where accidents are more likely. The two datasets can't really be compared fairly. Tesla is currently shipping out the first 7,000 made-in-China Model 3 cars to Europe. This is the first time that Tesla vehicles will be officially exported from China. Translated from Chinese, the state-run media outlet Pengpai Xinwen reads, quote, "On October 26, an event for the Chinese-made vehicles exported to Europe was held at Tesla Gigafactory Shanghai. Approximately 7,000 Chinese-made Model 3 vehicles will set off tomorrow for export to the European market. They are expected to arrive at Belgian ports at the end of next month and are sold to dozens of countries, including Germany, France, Italy, the Netherlands, Portugal, Sweden, and Switzerland." And with the first announcement, it's believed to be around 7,000 vehicles. It's unclear the frequency and volume that the exports will be. It would seem that the local Chinese demand for Tesla vehicles has been outpaced by production. Tesla has updated its capital expenditure guidance to confirm a plan to invest up to $12 billion on its new electric car and battery factories in just 2 years. Tesla explains that the money will go to deploying new production capacity at several factories under construction and also in development. While the company is planning to spend a lot more money, it still plans on being marginally profitable. The automaker listed all the manufacturing capacity that it's currently working on deploying: Gigafactory Shanghai Model Y facility, Gigafactory Berlin in total, Gigafactory Texas, and a yet-to-be-determined U.S. location for the Tesla Roadster and Tesla Semi production. A Tesla energy storage project with megapacks is currently being installed in Santa Barbara County to increase the grid resilience in the region known to be a fire, mudslide, and earthquake risk zone. It's going to reinforce a weak point in the region's electrical transmission system known as the Goleta Load Pocket. Clean Coalition, who has been backing the project and pushing it through approval, says that the resilience project is going to be a first step in creating a microgrid to protect regions from outages. Now, it will consist of 15 megapacks from Tesla, and the first 5 batteries are currently being deployed on site right now. Elon Musk says that Tesla's next killer product is its solar roof, and that it will become obvious next year. During a conference call following Tesla's third quarter 2020 earnings result this week, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said, quote, "When you look around the neighborhood in the future a decade from now, what do you want? What products are going to make your life better? What future do you want? And I think the future where we've got beautiful roofs generating energy that are tough and resilient and better in every way than a regular roof and alive with energy, that's the future we want. Solar Roof is a killer product. This will become obvious next year." Now, Electrek has actually found over 200 open roofer positions around the U.S., and Tesla even appears to be preparing to expand solar roof installations into Canada, starting in Ontario. This episode of Quick Charge Podcast is brought to you by Electrify America, the nation's largest coast-to-coast charging station network for electric vehicles. No matter where you're heading, they have chargers nearby. And at charging speeds up to 350 kilowatts for capable electric vehicles, they'll help you get there fast. Find out what they're up to at electrifyamerica.com. That's electrifyamerica.com. Electrify America. Hello, freedom. In a new post on LinkedIn titled "General Motors Has What It Takes to Put Everyone in an EV," General Motors CEO Mary Barra said, quote, "Ultium, our highly flexible global EV platform, is a game changer in driving down costs, increasing range, and opening the design potential. It's also a differentiating technology platform that is bringing other companies to our doorstep. EVs, and the technology we're engineering to create them, are key to the growth trajectory at GM. I believe with all the assets we have, we will win, and we will create a more sustainable world for the future generations. General Motors is currently doing quite a bit of things to push EVs. They have 12 different all-electric vehicle programs in the works right now, and several new EV factories under development, and they also have a partnership with LG Chem to build batteries. However, GM also has a spotty history with electric vehicles that casts doubt on their promises. Of course, there's the infamous crushing of the EV1, which was well documented in Chris Payne's Who Killed the Electric Car documentary. But more recently, GM has sided with the Trump administration on fighting California setting its own emission standards, which was clearly an anti-EV move. We hope to see a more united front from General Motors, of course, on the side of EVs. Eugene, Oregon-based Arcamoto's three-wheeled electric fun utility vehicle is marching towards an annual production rate of 50,000 vehicles in 2 years. And they just announced a partnership with DHL to provide nationwide home delivery to make that happen. They're starting off with the lower 48 states and will expand to Alaska and Hawaii in the near future. And in Electrek's Green Energy Brief, South Australia has become the first major jurisdiction in the world to be powered entirely by solar, at least for 1 hour. As solar growth continues, 100% solar power will happen more frequently in a state that previously had blackout issues. Australian Energy Market Operator is forecasting an additional 36,000 new solar rooftop systems only in the next 14 months. Former Vice President Joe Biden and President Donald Trump were asked about climate change last week, the first time that climate change was ever addressed in a presidential debate. Biden said that he would transition from the oil industry to solar, wind, and other green energy, and he said that green energy would create jobs and benefit the economy. President Trump's response was to praise current conditions on American air and water quality and remind us of the Trillion Trees program. And finally, in Electrek's personal mobility coverage, a new electric bike review was published on Electrek's YouTube channel, this time for the Pedego Element. This new bike, costing $1,495, is a departure from Pedegos that normally sell for double that price. The bike features a small fat tires, cadence-based pedal assist, a throttle, a 500-watt rear hub motor, and a 48-volt 10-amp-hour battery. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. Remember that only you can prevent forest fires. I'm Mikey G, and I will see you on the later.